Okay, here we go. Several books and scriptures in the Bible discuss God's anger. Often, what we call the fire and brimstone talk is about how God would deal with sinners. Talk of God's anger and fury is followed up with an extreme event or punishment for someone he believes is evil. If it's not us, we gloss over this like it's a good thing or something in passing. We never considered that real people were affected when something extreme or God's fury rained down justice of pain and death. And of course, in Obadiah, the book that is read and this particular thing is based on, the Edomites were singled out for various reasons. Now, while in Nahum, it was the Assyrians. And multiple scriptures call out the bad behavior of Israel and Judah, and some talk about Babylon going down as well. God's fear is only felt after generations or years of trying to change people's behavior was first tried. Once stubbornness and ignorance become the main people's operating mode, then the trouble begins, sustains, and ends with God. Nevertheless, he's more of a God of compassion and love than actually one of anger and fury. For example, in Jonah, God used one of his prophets, Jonah, to save a town, technically a nation, that did not care to worship him. Sodom was given a chance to repent or at least find 10 decent people. In Assyria's case, the plan worked, saving the people for a generation. In Sodom's case, the city and surrounding areas became a quiet place after immense burning and death was rained down on them. And that continued destruction and unhappiness. It is still even apparent because the obliteration from then was so complete that even to this day, the land where Sodom stood cannot really grow life or have people flourish to sustain a village, much less an entire town or city. God does not look forward to breaking people down and using creative and inventive ways to harm them like the sadistic killer in those Saw movies. He's actually looking for ways to save and help the world. How God is looked upon is attributed to how we, represent him to the masses. If a person proclaiming to love God begins to show God as legalistic and tyrannical, then others will view him in the same light. However, if a person represents God as a long-suffering, merciful, and kind, then people will have a different opinion of God. The world is constantly trying to always do what's, negative. There are so many problems and issues that are storming their way through society. However, if we have ways to spread a different light, we can become the people who will do good and share God with the world as a loving and awesome being that he is. In churches, those who come out of them should be that of a loving person. When we lovingly represent God, then it will draw people to the Lord because he seems pleasant and is the one who will bring peace. If we represent God's fury, those who do not know him will have little desire to bond with the Lord. The world believes and thinks of God as one who is full of fury and he's always furious. Nevertheless, let's do our best to represent God in the best possible manner of love and compassion. For more on the judgment of Edom, please visit lavari.com/Edom for free chapters, videos, and more. The link will be in the description for you to be able to see. This book is available in a variety of formats, including hardcover, paperback, Kindle, and audiobook. This ensures that you have the best possible way that suits your particular reading preferences. It's also going to be available, obviously, on Amazon, but also on wherever books are sold, whether online or at your brick and mortar stores. So, thank you so much for your support, prayers as you embark on this journey and trying to show God as one of love and not necessarily one of anger to all you meet.